Have you ever clicked around continuous forms and lost track of what record you're actually on? Today we're going to fix that by highlighting the current row, making it much easier for users to navigate and work with related records. Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. This is part 78 of my fitness database series, and remember, even if you're not building a fitness database, the techniques we're covering today can be used anywhere you work with continuous forms. Whether you're managing customers, orders, inventory, support tickets, or still working on that list of your favorite Star Trek captains, it doesn't matter. We're having fun, we're building a database. Now, the last time we added move up and move down buttons so users could reorder the records with a single click instead of manually changing sort values. Today, we're going to use conditional formatting on current events and a couple of unbound controls to highlight the current record and make it much easier to see exactly where you are as you move through the data. The whole row will highlight, not just the field you're on, and we'll see what happens when you lose focus out of a subform. You also lose traditional continuous formatting. We'll fix that too. All right, so I've done some other videos on this technique, but I haven't covered it yet here in the fitness database. So I want to add this one to it. This is where you can use conditional formatting to highlight what field you're on, and we've done this before for just a single field, like we did it in the food log and a couple other places. But with this one, we're going to do it where we can see the entire row. So the whole row across will be highlighted, regardless of what field you're on. And you do this one with an expression equals in conditional formatting. And all you have to do is set the current sort order in an unbound field. And you set that value in an event somewhere. So watch, here, I'll copy this guy. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. There it goes. It's my screen recording software, I think. So we're going to call this guy current. It's going to be the current routine detail ID and make it unbound. All right, current routine detail ID. Now what you do is in the on current event for this form, when you go from record to record, right, the on current event, we're going to set that equals the routine detail ID of the current record. And since this can be null, make sure you handle your null values too. Put a 0 in there. Okay, now we use this in conditional formatting, right? So we come into here, and since we don't have any conditional formatting, we can do them all at once. Click on all of these guys. Okay, go to Format, Conditional Formatting. New rule. This isn't Bill Maher, but it's a new rule. We're going to go expression is, and then we're going to say I just pasted it. The routine detail ID equals, and make sure you put this guy in brackets because conditional formatting has actually put them both in brackets because conditional formatting has a way of not bracketing stuff in here. It'll think it's a text string and throw it in quotes on you. All right, and then just give it the format you want. We'll do like yellow. All right, hit OK. Apply. And now close it. And then open it. And go back to workouts. And boom. And see? It gets the whole row. I'm surprised I haven't done that yet in the fitness database series. I have a whole separate video on that. It's conditional formatting for the row, whatever. But essentially what happens is the conditional formatting is basically saying, if you look at it, all right, let me go back in here. Just pick one of them. It says, okay, of the row that I'm on, is this row's routine detail ID equal to the current routine detail ID? And this is an unbound field that gets changed as you move from record to record. So it only has one value in it. And it's not necessarily the current record. And if you don't have this as an unbound field, essentially every row will match that condition because every row matches that field for itself, so it can't be bound. It's a cool little trick. All right. Let's do, you know what, to make these really stand out, let's make these guys yellow too. That's only one field in there, so we can just do each one of those individually with a has focus. So click on this guy, format, conditional formatting, and this will just be field has focus. Make it yellow. This way you know exactly which one you're on. This one too. All right, format, conditional formatting, field has focus. This will be so much easier to find your way around now. All right, save it, close it, open it. Oh, look at that. Oh, this guy didn't have... Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you know why? Because you don't have focus when you leave that subform. But we could do the same trick in here, even though it's only one field. Let's do it. I didn't realize. I thought that the focus would stay there even if it was in that subform, but I just learned something new. So let's do the same thing. Let's. This is kind of cramped here, so let's do it outside in the forms themselves. So we've got the program F design view. We just have to do the same exact thing that we just did before. So I'll slide this over so we have some more room here. And we'll copy paste. And we'll set this guy. This will be the current program ID. And that'll be unbound. And then in the onCurrent event, we'll say current program ID equals program ID. And then in the conditional formatting, we will get rid of this. Well, we could open this up and change this to expression is program ID equals current program ID. Hit OK, hit OK, close it, save it, close it. Let's take a peek. All right, and even if I'm over here now, it keeps its yellow. All right, we'll do the same thing with the routine subform, and then we'll cook them with gas. So this will be the routine F design view. I was looking at it going, wait a minute, but yeah, it's got two boxes in it because it's got the other guy. All right, so we'll move these over just a little bit. This will be the routine ID. So it's the current routine ID. Copy, paste, slide it up. Okay, you are the current routine ID. And get rid of that. And here we go. Format, conditional, edit, expression is, routine ID equals current routine ID. Hit OK, OK, save it, close it, and open it. And what? Oh, we forgot our onCurrent event. Duh. I always forget one little step. But see, it's good that I forget them because you'll probably forget them too. I'm just trying to say that to make myself feel better at this point. Events onCurrent. All right, so the current routine ID equals the routine ID. Now it should work. Debug compile once in a while. All right. Ready, and bam. Look at that. So nice. Now you know exactly what program routine and routine details are. Oh, that is sexy. Okay. There we go. Couple little things I still want to do. I want to make this say legs. Legs details. Pull details. Right? Maybe even add the program in there too. Well, I want to give this more detail. Or put it up here maybe. Yeah. We'll do something cool with that in the next video. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, hover buttons or control tip text. I like to, when users hover over buttons, I like to make sure they know what they are. So control tip text, right? Move item or move exercise down and move exercise up. And I thought of this when I was going to make the slide, the title slide for the video. I'm like, it'd be cool if the mouse is hovering over that so people know what those buttons do, just like your users are going to want to know what those buttons do, right? So if I hover here, move exercise down. See, move exercise up. Perfect. All right. On to the next. All right, so today we use conditional formatting and a few simple VBA techniques to highlight the current row in our continuous forms, making it much easier to see which program, routine, and exercise record we're working with. In the next lesson, we're going to continue polishing the user interface by adding more descriptive information to the forms and making it easier for users to see where they are as they navigate through the database. Post a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of today's lesson and what you'd like to see coming up in the next lessons. But that's going to be your Tech Help video for today, brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you soon for part 79. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button right now and give me a like. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. And make sure you click that bell icon and select all to receive notifications whenever I post a new video. If you're new to Microsoft Access, check out my Access Beginner Level 1 course. It's over 4 hours long and it covers all the basics like tables, queries, forms, and reports. It's a great place to start and it's also completely free. Members of my channel get extended cut videos, sample databases, access to my code vault, and full training classes every month. Click the join button for details. Thanks for watching. I'm Richard Rost with accesslearningzone.com. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time.